Hi. This is Janet Rangi. Okay. All right. Quick. I have to go shower. I have to go to bed. I'm so tired. Okay. This is a pimple. It's covered. Tomorrow it will be gone. Okay. All right. And this blouse here, it looks whoever came up with this fashion, as if it was eaten by a cow and spit out, but that's fashion. Okay, but I love you so much. Welcome. How about we find a green card first? Let's find a green card first. Let's find a visa first before we come here and say, Janet, what if my husband? What if my wife? How about my children? How about our job, Janet? How about accommodation? Okay, how about the ticket? You can't believe the things are here. So today I'm here with a message. Stop worrying about those things. Worry about the visa first. How are we going to worry about the ticket when we don't even have a visa in our pocket? First things first. You have no idea how many people come with questions about the green card. Janet, but if I win, I don't have a marriage certificate. What will happen to me? How about we win the green card first? Because that is not going to change. You don't have a marriage certificate. And Janet has taught you how to come with or without a marriage certificate. So let's not worry about Janet, the ticket. How about we worry about the visa? And I tell people a good example, okay? You have a nice car, not a nice car, but you have a car, right? After you win the visa, you probably don't need that car. You have a visa in your pocket, that is the point you're going to sell your car. So we worry about things that should not even be worrying us, okay? How about my friends? They were supportive and now they are not. You will not be the first one to come. You will meet people. Having a visa is a good problem to have. Okay, worrying about accommodations, you will never make it because the life here is expensive. If you were to compare with what you get at home, it's too expensive. You can't even think about that. Okay, so that will worry you. You will have sleepless nights for nothing. So don't have sleepless nights. Okay, worry about the visa first. Worry about the green card first. Okay, some of you even you worry about money, and I tell you, don't worry. Empower has come. They are paying loans for you to go to school. Okay, some of these maneuvers you have to be here to understand. And by the way, I've listened to the embassy. I'm not making up this. I can probably go and pull that video unless it was pulled down somewhere, where I listened to the embassy and they said, we understand you have social ties. In other words, we know you have friends. We know you have relatives. We know you have social ties that will help you survive through that school. I've heard them say that. So this is not magic, okay? But the first thing first, if you worry about rent, can I just give you an example? Okay, let me give you an example of rent in America. Do take out your calculators. Take out your calculators, please. Because I told you when you come to watch Janet, you come with a pen and paper. Especially now, after the pandemic. Okay. Rent, we are talking averagely, most cities, $1,200 on the cheaper side. Most places now rent is 1,800 US dollars, 2,500 US dollars per month. And you worry and you think, where will it come from? It's true. So can you imagine if you start worrying about rent that is 2,500 per month? Are you going to come to America? Okay. Water bill, probably 130. Okay. Gas. Okay. Motor vehicle, car notes. Car notes here we call bills. And I love your comments. Okay. So we cannot worry about that for a starter. It's the truth, because bills are very, very expensive. But if we think about that, and let me give you a perfect example, and this is why I always tell you guys, how about we find the cheapest colleges, preferably a community college if you can get through the embassy, but find a cheaper university than going to these expensive ones. First of all, these expensive ones usually are in expensive neighborhoods, meaning even the rent in that neighborhood is expensive. That is point number one. You will be stuck with these expensive schools you look for. But if you have no choice, like my example here, I'll give you. I had a family member. Okay. The opportunity was great. This course is not offered in any university. As a matter of fact, we have tried many universities and we are not succeeding. And this is the only university that offered us a chance to change his life. And we had no choice but to go to that university. And I'll just be honest with you where the university was. The university was where? In San Francisco. I'm not going to tell you names. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the university. But understand that West Coast is expensive, East Coast is expensive. Southern states used to be reasonable. And middle American Southern used to be reasonable, not anymore. I'm now here in Texas. Okay, I've been here for many years. This used to be a very manageable place. But people have moved out in here in plenty. Okay, case in point, they've moved in from California. California homes go for $1 million, $500,000. These people came here. You tell them $200,000 a house, they're like, wow, they pay cash. What am I saying? Texas has become expensive. But let me go back to that story of going to an expensive city like San Francisco. I haven't checked the rates, but let me give you the rates when we were looking approximately 5 years ago. 5 years ago, this is post-pandemic, things have doubled, things have tripled. Okay, and we looked for an apartment for him to go to school in San Francisco. Okay, the apartment, write it down. 1 to 2 bedroom apartment was going for $4,500. A good 2 bedroom apartment was going for $6,000 per month. You had me right. You had me right. That is school fees in some of these colleges. Janet tells you. A community college, you can get away with $4,000, $6,000 per semester. In California, in not Los Angeles, is more reasonable compared to San Francisco. $4,500. And this is the only school that has given my family a chance to change their lives. Okay? We did not give up. We went to the streets and we were walking and we were looking online. So we found a place. And you think these things don't exist in America? They do. We found a place. Let me describe the place we found for $700 5 years ago. Okay? We found a place that was, first it looked like a dorm, but we paid for a room that had 4 people. And by that, I don't mean a room that is reasonable, a cubicle with a double decker. How many of you know what a double decker is? Basically, we are paying for bunk beds. Here we call them bunk beds. $700 for a space. There was a little closet that we could put the size of here. This is where the suitcase was. This is the only space. And then we had common bathrooms and toilets. And we were paying $700. But we had to do that for him to graduate. Of course, he graduated and came to the Southern states, and now he has a big place, good job. It was worth it. The fees was expensive, but at least he had that opportunity, and he chose a course that after graduation, it makes sense to pay that money. And let me not diverge, but this is another problem that some of us will have. Okay, we come, we choose a course, okay, and then that course they ask us a loan of $80,000, and you say, not bad. After graduation, that job, the market says it can only pay $45,000. Is that reasonable? If you're desperate, if the worst comes to the worst, you want to choose a school, okay, that is worth 1 year salary. Meaning, if I do my research and I find that this job will pay me $45,000 per year, I am more than likely to borrow a loan that is $30,000, $35,000, or $45,000. I am not paying for a loan that is $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 for a job I clearly know I will earn $45,000 at the end of graduation. That is how you make decisions. And some of us, we come in, we think, why these immigrants, people from the Sunshine Continent, are in medical? They are being smart. As a matter of fact, not just them, most immigrants are in medical. First of all, medical gives them an equal fighting chance, because you have to produce a license, my friend. Okay, you have to go to school. All of us can go to school. Okay, but you cannot train someone on the job to hold a medical license. I cannot say, oh, we have this opening for respiratory therapists. We can just train you on the job and then we'll give you a job. It doesn't work like that. You have to go and crack books in respiratory therapy. Okay, do those clinicals and do a licensing exam to be licensed to practice either as a lab technologist or a respiratory therapist. And that just gives you leverage. Because what if the pandemic comes and they're trying to retrench people, get rid of people, and your job look like they can just go and train someone in a corner and replace you? That is not common in America, can I just tell you? And even if it's there, you have options. So this is not to discourage anyone. Okay. For example, if I was fired today, I'll probably go to Walmart and work. I'm not going to miss a job. Okay. I'll still go to Amazon. I'll probably go to Target. I'll probably go to McDonald's. I'll probably go to the meat company. A job will not be an issue unless they fired me for reasons that are not bearable to any other employer. And so that gives us leverage. It gives us opportunities to fight. Okay. But what I'm saying is, when you are making these decisions, first of all, before you come here, you want to ask yourself, why am I wondering where the money will come from? By the way, by no means am I undermining that. Okay. It's good to question. How many of I know some of you are following me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Someone is following me from Nigeria. Okay, Mike is there. Eagles, definitely. Becky is there. Huh? Okay, Eagles and Steelers, I know. Those are from Philadelphia people, UPenn, or wherever, Pennsylvania. They are talking about the football people there. Tech Life is here. I love you, Tech. Okay. Who is that? Kagoma is here. Andrew is here. Okay. McCloy. Okay. Terencia is here. Good morning. Sorry for mispronouncing your names. If I missed your name, I love you. I'm not undermining anything. Some of you are here and you do budgeting. You can't even go to the shopping without writing a budget. Understood. Some of you have families, you have wives, you have husbands, you have children. You need to plan. You're not going to just wake up and go like a bird, like a flying bird in the air. You just wake up and then things will happen. Things will happen. No. Of course, we have to plan. But when it comes to visas, it's not something you can plan like, okay, I have to have this and then this and this. No. I think, in my opinion, having a visa is the most important. It's a good problem to have. Having a visa is a good problem to have. And as I gave the example from the beginning of this video, hey, this is the time, if you have a car that you don't need, you sell to get an air ticket. I've seen even people come to me, Janet, I want you to help me, but I don't have money. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. But if you help me, I'll find money for the embassy. How many of you know that kind of talking? Like, how are you going to go to the embassy before you take care of Janet? Okay. But Janet, I know, but I'll find money for the ticket. They're right. Probably they don't have money, but you wait until they get a visa. That ticket will be produced. Okay. So sometimes what I'm trying to nail into your head is positive energy. Okay, if you've read about the law of attraction, I'm not saying you just start imagining things and things just start happening. Hey, I'm imagining positivity. Money will just start flowing. No. But if you have that mindset, the money will come. Okay, so but if you have, I can't, you know what you're doing to yourself? Before you get a visa and you're thinking about these things, you're taking away your luck. Okay, but if you say, let me get a visa and then I'll plan myself, that is the approach I will take. Okay, some people come here pregnant. Scary. Okay, without their spouses, scary. But for some reason, they make it. And then some of you are so young and you are worrying. Huh? Do you know what it means if I meet a 26-year-old single? 28, single. And then I don't know what? You don't know what? You're someone who can just go and crash. And let me take this opportunity before I go. Let me break for you because you came to watch me, so I have to give you something substantial. This one I just decided because I don't want to miss YouTube today. I don't want my points to go down. Okay? But let me give you an example because this People come to my consultations and I give them this information. So stick around. You don't want to miss this one. It's very, very important. And I've done in some of the videos, and some of you missed, but let me repeat myself. It goes down to this issue of let's get our visa first. Okay, let's get our green card first. I've given you a scenario, and today I'm going to choose a school, okay, which will cost us 20,000 US dollars per year. Write down when you come to watch Janet, pen and paper, okay, 20,000 US dollars per year. That is the school. You're scared. By the way, that is on the cheaper end. Most schools will be 30, 40, 50, 60 per year. Okay, this one is 20 because you've heard Janet tell you, look for a cheaper school, look for a cheaper school. True. Okay, now some of you expensive. Okay, then I tell them, okay, so let's break it down. How many semesters in 1 year? Did you know that? Janet, I didn't know. I said 2. When they say 20 per year, it means that school has done the math and they know this is how much it will cost for you to attend this school, eat, sleep, transportation, meaning they factor tuition, food, accommodation, transportation, fees, everything. 20,000 per year. 2 semesters, we're going to slash in half. 20 divided by 2, 10,000. Are we talking now? So we're going to say semester 1, 10,000. Semester 2, 10,000. Oh, it's still too expensive. It's still too expensive. Okay, fine. More than likely, the real tuition that will make them deport you, by the way, they will write down the word deportation, which will not happen now in this day and age. When you watch Janet, it's not going to happen. You're going to do the right thing. You're going to get information from this channel, and it will not happen to you. It will happen to those people who've never followed Janet, obviously. Now, 10,000 that semester. Let's put semester 2 on the side. We have to produce 10,000. Tuition will be 5,000. Write down. Tuition will be what? 5,000. Food, room, accommodation, according to this school, will be what? Another 5,000. Okay? All right. And remember, I told you I even watched a video where the embassy was saying, we know you have social ties. They mean it. Now you go to the embassy, you say, I chose this school because from their website, I know they have a very big international student body. Okay, now you go there, you find your friend from India, you find your friend from Nigeria, your friend is from Kenya, another one is from Sudan, another one from Iraq, you understand, another one from Europe. All of a sudden you're becoming something in common. All of you are new to America. Hey, where do you live? I live over there. Okay, some of you end up sleeping on their sofas. Okay, remember that 5,000 I'm still describing. Okay, and I haven't even talked some of the things I talk in my consultation, but we are assuming you have no money. Okay, I have to do the reality. So that 5,000 we need for tuition, but this 5,000 we are going to get a place close to school. Okay, we are going to walk to class, right? Okay, food, we are going to have beans and rice because we came with some money from home. Some of these noodles cost 99 cents. And I'm not saying you need a balanced diet. If you need a balanced diet, then boil eggs. The last time I checked, eggs were proteins. So you need 1 egg, you need a pack of noodles and water, and you will not die. Of course, pick a fruit or 2 here and there. Okay? All right. So that food, we are done. Let's not even talk about where I come from. That is okay. For some of you, probably not. Who told you to grow up in the city? I didn't tell you to grow up in the city. Some of us grew up in the village. This is perfectly fine. You get the point. Now you found your friend from Europe. She's giving you a sofa as you put yourself together. Or you went to the church and the pastor invited you to their home for a week as you breathe. Okay? All right. So now we are done. Actually, I'm done with accommodation. More to follow later. Janet, how are you going to pay this other 5,000? Because remember, semester 1 is 10,000. 5, when they did the math, they did not know that I have someone from Europe who will be my friend. They did not know that I'll meet a pastor at church. They will not know I'll meet a friend from Ethiopia. They did not know that I'll find someone who will give me a ride. And they did not know that I'll walk to school. They just said, okay, for Uber, you'll take this much. For food, you'll be eating steak and rice and chicken. Okay, and then they for rent you'll be paying 500 wherever. They've done that for you, but as we are saying, no, that is not the reality. But now this 5,000 is the problem. Where are we going, Janet? Where are you going to get this 5,000? Listen to me. Where are we going to get this 5,000? Okay, we are going to the BASA. How many of you know who a BASA is? In America, you say accounting office. And by the way, you don't have to go physically, but my days you had to go physically to that office and talk to those people. But you'll find them online. Okay? You will find something called payment plans. Write down. Now, Janet, when she talks and you don't come with pen and paper, you have to watch her video from the beginning because you might miss some of these things. My videos, you need to watch and subscribe. I love you for subscribing and follow Janet Rank. You have to subscribe and follow Janet. Okay? Janet, you have to subscribe. Now, you go to the Basa, you are going to find a payment plan. How long is the payment plan? 3. This one's too much energy. Okay? You are going to find a payment plan. 3. Do the math and give me the answers here. Divide 5,000 times 3. Divide 5,000 US dollars times 3. Let's find the answer. Okay. And by the way, Janet has done, and by the way, I'm not done. Okay. So let's divide. Now we've done 5 times, divide by 3 is what? Okay. 1.8, wherever, let's assume, is it 1,500 per every, you tell them, you know what? Every month I'll bring you 1,500 US dollars. Okay. And you say, Janet, but I didn't come with that money from home. I don't have all that money. But Janet has taught you that legally speaking, on an F1 student visa, you can work 20 hours per week legally. You do not have to go to USCIS.gov and ask for a work permit. As soon as it's stamped on your passport, boom. Okay, it's called an F1 student visa. It's a working visa. Did you know that? It's a working visa, 20 hours per week on campus. The second week, you're going to the international office. I need a on-campus job. I went on the website. They need people in the cafeteria. Cafeteria is usually the best because you can get free food there. Okay. Okay, we write for you a letter. They write you a letter. You go to the Social Security office. You get a Social Security number. You start working. Now, let's say you work for the cheapest school possible. It's going to give you minimum wage. Okay, they're not even giving you $15 an hour. They're only giving you $10 an hour. Okay, $10 an hour, right? We are going to work minimum 20 hours per week, which they told us we cannot go beyond, according to them and their rules. Okay, according to them and their rules. Okay, and their rules. Okay, 20 times 10, $200 per week you have pocketed, right? Times 4, we have $800. And that is just minimum. Legally speaking, you didn't even go anywhere to ask for a work permit. You just used that embassy information, that embassy visa. Okay? Now you've raised 800. Are we understanding how it works? And that it takes me back to having a visa is a good problem to have. Okay? So now we are going to green card season. So all these questions I'm going to receive, but Janet, my wife, but my children, but my house, but my da. Let's focus on the green card. Let's focus on the visa. It's a problem. It's a good problem to have because you're here. Anyway, you're here. You want to come. People that follow Janet, they have a plan to improve their lives. And you know, back there, back home, you know where I mean, the Sunshine Continent, we are doing very well. Things are coming up. But you don't want, when things come up in 10 years, opportunities, you have no money in your pocket. Don't listen to this one who are telling you go back. Don't listen to them. Janet is here telling you. Go back and get money where? These people that are building apartments there, and they tell you, you'll go out there, you'll be washing people, you'll be washing. No. Those people, they make people build plots. They have money in the pocket. Okay, they get money and then that's how they buy things there. Apartments, they build their homes, they do things for their parents. They send pocket money, they send fees. And then they tell you, don't go there, don't go. Why can't they produce that money for me to buy my own plot and wherever there? So as we improve back home, as we are finding dollars to go there, so that when they come, it's us who will be landlords. Trust me, I can make a prediction right now. If you have money, you better buy real estate in Africa right now. Those big cities now, you look like Nairobi. People are going to invest. That is the future, I'm telling you. But how do you get there? You better build now so that when people come to rent 20 years from now, you'll be the one renting to them. By how? Starting from here. Okay, it will make a difference. So from now on, let's get the visa first. Let's get the green card first. It's a good problem to have. Any questions? I love you so much. Hi, Janet, watching you from Dallas. Very nice. Isabel, thank you for watching me. Okay, Stephen, how are you? From Ghana. I love you, Stephen, for coming. The rest I mentioned your names. Someone say you are. It amazed me. That's his name. Should I apply for I-30 online or send the UIS mailbox? Which one is better, please? It's personal preference. They will not treat you better than the other. Okay. If you're comfortable with making applications, filling by pen and paper and printing, and if they say have a passport size photograph, you put a clip, write a check, you write a check, you print clearly, you sign, and then you put in an envelope, and then you go to the post office, you follow directions, because they will tell you for this lockbox, send it to Phoenix. For this address, send to Vermont. Some of you don't follow directions. It's a personal choice. Here, when they give you two options, they're not going to favor one over the other. Of course, online is faster. In terms of you just sit there, it's comfortable, okay? But when they assign the A number, they are going to go by receiving. Meaning if they are checking emails, or the ones who submitted, I'm sure they are checking the ones who arrived and stamped. So they are not going to give someone online a better priority date than you who sent at the post office. But if both of us were to sit here today and start applying for I-130, and I submit online, tomorrow they will have it. For you, they will have it next week. So which one is better? But generally speaking, there is no preference. It's your choice. I love that question. Okay. Who else did I miss? I used to like it when Mike Vick was there. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. These people are Philadelphia Eagle people. Okay. Those are football people. Okay. In Jesus' name, I'll be in USA from Kenya with my family soon. Amen. That is what we call law of attraction, attracting what you want. Okay. All right. Someone is watching from Dallas. Thank you. I talked about Judy. How are you? Watching from Kenya. Welcome, Judy. But I'm about to go. Job. Nice. Hi, Janet. Hello. Brian. How are you, Brian? Okay. Okay. Chisandi. I call you Janet the Great, always on point. Oh, my Kevin. How are you? Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Okay. Josephine is here. Hi, Janet, watching from Kenya. How was the inauguration? I missed it. I'm about to go this weekend. I'll watch it. I might be behind, but I keep up. I will still consult you, my tracking business next year. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. From South Sudan. How nice. All of you came to watch Janet. I hope sometimes I mumble and I'm not sure if you understood anything, but most of you call me and you say, Janet, very nice. I loved your video. I learned so much. I love to hear that. And if you came in late, this is our design. The cattle did not eat my blouse. Whoever came with this fashion, but that time I thought it was nice. And then I have a pimple from stress. I've been stressing this week. This is, the good thing. This is medicine. This is the best. One thing, I'll bring a box for this. I'm telling you, you have a pimple, you put overnight, like 24/7. When you remove it, sucks everything. You just have it clean. I've never seen a medicine that works. I will advocate. You know how sometimes you buy things and they don't work? But the things I buy, they work. I need to come and share here with you. Okay, hello. Who is back? Who is like the one who said, I know how to pronounce his name. Uy, thank you so much for coming. We used to have a Dr. Uy, but that one is from Philippines. Very nice man. I worked with him in the emergency room. I love you so much. Go back at this video and stop coming to Janet Rangi and saying, I don't know, my wife, no, get the visa first. The rest will follow. That was the topic today. And you listen, and Janet has broken all this information down for you. Okay, go eat noodles, go eat eggs, and sleep in people's sofas, and go and ask for payment plans, and work 20 hours per week, and produce that degree that will give you a license. Okay, so that you can produce good money. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. Zikomo, who is laughing? Asanteni sana. We'll see you in the next video. I'm not going to cross 30 minutes, whether you like it or not. 29 minutes. Bye-bye, live. I love you so much. Subscribe. Okay, make sure you subscribe. Bye.